Home-based business, germinating beefsteak tomato seeds. This is a beefsteak tomato. They have value as food, and the beefsteak has more value than other tomatoes because of its size. When they are sliced and put on a sandwich, they don't fall out as easily as smaller tomatoes. If your tomato falls on the ground and into the dirt, how much is it worth? At that point, it's worthless. The beefsteak tomatoes weigh typically a pound or two, and they cost about $2 a pound. The value of beefsteak tomatoes is $2 to $4 each, and they're worth growing. One tomato vine will typically grow 10 pounds of fruit, or about $20 worth of tomatoes. If a tomato vine is worth $20, and the vine came from a seed, what's the seed worth? Only about 10 cents. So isn't it a good idea to buy the seed and convert 10 cents into $20? It takes 85 days to do that. If you buy 20 or 30 seeds, you pay about 10 cents a seed. But if you buy them in bulk, they're much cheaper. Let's work with the higher priced seeds, 10 cents. And that 10 cents grows to $20 in about 85 days. Can you do that with any other investment in the world? That would be like turning $10,000 into $2 million in just 3 months. Nobody can do that. But the seed can do that. And here's some good advice. Any time you can get back 200 times what you invest in just 3 months, do it. The risk is a dime for every beefsteak tomato seed you plant, and the potential return is $20 worth of beefsteak tomatoes. It's not what you can eat or what your family can eat that limits what you can make, but what all your neighbors can eat. If you don't sell the tomatoes, the seeds are worth more than the tomato. If there are 100 seeds in a 1 pound tomato, and the seeds are worth 10 cents each, how much is that? $10. And the tomato is only selling for about $2. So the seeds are worth 5 times the price of the tomato. If someone buys 100 seeds from you, just give them a large tomato. They can eat the tomato as a bonus and spit out the seeds, but make them promise to stop after 100 because the deal was only for 100. Just joking. When you give someone 100 seeds in the form of a tomato, they know for sure that those seeds are not old. They're almost certain to germinate, aren't they? Try it. What does it take to germinate a tomato seed? Just 2 things, moisture and heat. You can germinate them indoors in about 1 square inch of space. An area that's 2 feet by 2 feet is 24 inches by 24 inches. 24 squared is 576 square inches. You can start 576 tomato plants in a closet. And if you stack them, then you only need 1 square foot of space until the seeds sprout. Fluorescent lights will keep them alive until you can plant them outside. When the tomato seed grows and reaches a height of 4 inches, it's worth about $1. It takes about 30 days. So in 30 days you go from a seed worth 10 cents to a seedling 4 inches tall that's worth $1. That's 1,000% growth on your money in a month. How much does your bank pay you each month for money deposited with them? I guarantee you it's not 1,000% each month. But that seed gives you 1,000% growth of your money in a month. And that's if you pay 10 cents for the seed. You buy them in bulk, they're much cheaper. You can get about 13 seeds for a penny when you spend $30 on seeds. Since seeds grow in value 1,000% in a single month, you might be better off holding your checking account money in the form of seeds instead of currency. At least seeds will grow in value if you keep them warm and moist. If you keep your bank book warm and moist, you'll grow mold or mildew. Seeds are the miracle that you've been waiting for. They create wealth from air, sunlight, water, and nutrients found in soil. If you want a good investment, they don't get any better than this. If you want to start a home-based business, now is a good time to begin. You can buy 40,000 beefsteak tomato seeds for about $30 plus shipping, $1.89. Where? Seed Kingdom. I just found that company on the internet. I'll give you the link at the end of this video. I'll have to put it in the description because YouTube programmers are not able to program web pages into a linked system. Give them a few more years, they'll figure it out. But that's a great idea for a home-based business. Now you get 4 neighborhood kids together, $8 each, and they can begin their business in winter while snow is still on the ground. They can pool their $8 each and buy 40,000 seeds and divide them up equally. Each kid gets 10,000 seeds. Now if you sell those seeds in small lots of 20 or 30 for 10 cents each, there is a tremendous markup. If I had kids, I wouldn't give them an allowance. I'd give them $8 to buy 10,000 seeds with other kids and make them all work, knocking on doors, selling seeds, and germinating the seeds at home. Because a 4-inch plant is now worth $1. If you knock on a door and you ask them, you want to buy seeds or you want to buy the 4-inch plant for $1? A lot of people would say, give me the 4-inch plant. It's already 30 days old, and in another 55 days they're going to be eating tomatoes. $20 worth of tomatoes that they purchased for $1. Now if it's still winter, they've got to keep it indoors and keep a fluorescent light on it to keep it alive. Now if you sell those seeds not for 10 cents each but for a penny each when you sell large lots like 100 seeds, then the 10,000 seeds could generate $100 from an $8 investment. $92 profit. That's not a bad allowance if you can do it in a week. I had a clothing business in the 1970s and my average cost of goods, including markdowns, was 65% of my gross sales. And so 35% was gross profit, and I had to pay employees, advertising, rent, phone, and interest on invoices paid after the due date out of my 35%. 65% was my cost. I would rather work with a cost of only 8% and have 92% gross profit. I would have lived much better in those days. You're leaving enough money in your checking account to finance this business, and that money is producing nothing for you. Why not finance some kids and have them start a business and make a loan to them of $8 so that they can generate a profit and pay you back? Now it costs you nothing. Instead of letting the bank hold your money, you let the kid hold the money in the form of seeds which grow like crazy. We may have food shortages in the future, and if you bought lentils, those sprout very easily, and they are 10 times as nutritious once they sprout. They're delicious. You can eat them raw, or put them on sandwiches, or put them in soups, and get so healthy that you have to smoke 4 packs of cigarettes and drink a 1/5 of whiskey just to get back where you are right now, if you can't stand being rich and healthy at the same time. Thanks for listening.